Hello, everybody. This is Nancy Briggs. I am your instructor for Art 114 Online. First, welcome. I'm so glad you have elected to take this course. It's one of my favorites to teach. I am making this short video to show you how to navigate the course, where to find everything, the expectations, etc. All right, so when you open my Blackboard, you'll see the announcement page. I just sent an announcement last night or yesterday about I'm going to change this video, which is what this is now because this is last year's and there's some updated information. These will be announcements, and I send an announcement every week to online courses on Fridays to tell you what to expect for the next week and what the assignments are. On the left side of the toolbar here, so it opens on the announcements. We have all these things for you here. Course information. This is information about an online course. This is your uh, book. Actually, let me put it on. You don't see it the way I see it. Sorry about that. So there's your that course information. Yeah, you don't see the book there. These are just things about Blackboard. If you'd like to change your picture, we do have discussion boards, so you're welcome to do that. Um, how to answer and respond to discussion boards, I'll show you that, and how to navigate Blackboard, which I'm actually showing you right now. The course syllabus, which is very important, is here, and I'll go back over that because I have it in a whole other place too. The attendance policy is here, and I will go over that later. This semester, instead of student surveys, there is a Pell Grant form that you can do on your own without getting involved with the instructor. So that's there for you when that opens. Contact information. Obviously, the best way you can reach me is phone or email. And then my office, if you are on campus, like you're just taking this to fit in your schedule, I do have an office at MS 200A if you'd like to drop by. All right, how are you going to find everything in the course is through modules. It says assignments here. So modules and discussion boards, those are sort of like your go-to places. So modules, I have a getting started module. This is today. I'm going to go over all this stuff, and then, or this week, you'll read all this stuff. I'll tell you where it is. And then week one, which is this. On these modules is where you'll find what you're going to do. So I'll go over all this for your assignments. And then in red will be your deadlines for when you should be working. And then we have a discussion board here, which I'll also go over. The rest are really not as useful. All right, so getting started video, how to navigate Blackboard, how to use the discussion. Whoops, we don't need that. Sorry. I didn't make these. These are given to me by the Blackboard people. Communication in this course, how to reach me, um, how to succeed in this course. These are some tips. First of all, you are an online class, so you absolutely must have a reliable laptop or computer. Using your phone is not a plausible way to look at art. It really is not. You cannot take an exam and see things so small or in increments as you slide around and see them. So you need to find a way to get a laptop or computer. I believe there is a way to get a laptop through the college, or you can come to the resource center. Also, this is an image-based course that rely on being able to upload images, so you must have that capability. Um, Hopefully this won't be a problem. You need to have, internet that's not sketchy. You don't want like the test to shut off halfway through, etc. So hopefully you can be able to do all of this. Um, and you will have to have something with a camera. There's a new caveat I'm going to put on my syllabus. Um, I just went to a seminar on this Respondus app, which is where you'll be taking your exams, and that will need some kind of camera, which most of you have on your laptop or computer already. So each week there'll be reading assignments, quizzes, and discussion questions. I break up the work from Tuesday and Thursday. It's considered to be a Tuesday, Thursday class, and that's how I do attendance. Your attendance is based on you passing in the work, not just logging in. Sometimes the assignment is just answer the discussion question. So sometimes it's do the reading and the discussion question, and then there's a writing assignment. That's usually how the course runs, so that you have two different deadlines per week, and those are your attendance. If you don't do them, you'll be marked absent. And I'll go over that again with the attendance policy. So there are two weekly deadlines, as I just said, Tuesdays and Thursdays at midnight, or 11:59, I should say. The week's assignments are uploaded on Friday afternoons, and you can always work ahead for the week. Um, you can do it all over the weekend, then you won't have anything the next week. You can, there'll be four writing assignments, and the Writing Center is available for help. I'll show you about that. There'll be various types of assignments, some of which will be choice based. You'll have your choice of prompts, like writing prompts, and sometimes we do projects that you'll take pictures of and turn in. Chapter tests will be uploaded on the week they are assigned, and you'll have several days to take the test. You'll only have one time you will take the test, but you'll have days to take it. I understand everybody has, jobs, lives, kids, sometimes or school. You're taking online classes to fit it into a busy schedule, so you will have leeway with that. Late work will be deducted a full letter grade for each day that exceeds the deadline. There'll be a timed midterm and final exam, as I said, on Respondus. Um, and I really want to put this out there. I am available to help for help. Email if you have any questions or need help. Just because you're online doesn't mean you're all alone. I am here for you. All right, what this course is about. Um, it is to provide you with the tools and terms needed to look at and understand art in a historical context. We'll start with the very first known art and end the course right before the Italian Renaissance. On this journey, we'll examine different cultures and the various types of art they make. We'll explore how and why art objects came to be, as well as the political and commercial power art can represent. Lastly, we'll look at the influence of art from one culture or time period to another and examine the historical significance of art styles. So there's a lot of words that are art, and there's a lot of words that are history in that, and that's what we're doing. We're going to learn the history around the objects, but we're always going to center everything around the art. This is an art course. All right, the syllabus. I'll go a little faster. This is, I'm sure, getting tedious for you. This is my contact information again. This is the course description. That's in the catalog, and I'm sure you've read this thoroughly before signing up for the course. This is your required textbook, which is uploaded already on Blackboard for you. It's an all-inclusive um, course, so you have already paid for this. However, if you do want a hard copy or print copy, they have binder versions in the bookstore. I think they're $25, but you have to buy your own binder. It's a good price, though, really. These are big books that should cost like $80. Objectives for the course is sort of what I just went over, so you can go ahead and read that. Attendance, this is the attendance policy for the school. You get 12.5% of class time to be absent, and on the class after that, if you're absent, you are automatically withdrawn. That is not up to me. That is the school policy. You'll be disenrolled. And for a Tuesday, Thursday class, that's on the fifth class, I believe. Um, so that's over 2 weeks that you can not pass things in. However, on an online class, this is a little tricky because you not only have been marked absent, that means you haven't done the work. So that means if you do pass it in, start passing things in again, or you pass them in late, you've lost a lot of points. So really, you should just pass in the work, and you won't have attendance as an issue. Um, Coastal's online courses are equivalent to their seated courses in rigor and requirements. Um, so keep that in mind. Uh, so here's the specifics about the 14 calendar days on the fifth day, all that. But here's my addendum to this. If you've been withdrawn due to attendance, you can request to be reinstated. However, we both have to agree. You come to me and you say, I want to be re enrolled, please. I didn't, whatever reason. Um, we will both have to agree that you can continue the course successfully. If you've missed so many assignments or you already had a track record of missing assignments, you have a very low average, that is not an automatic re-enrollment. We will have a discussion and there will be stipulations for your re-enrollment, which may be, no more absences. Otherwise, you'll be withdrawn again, and that will be it, or maybe reduced grading, etc. But please just email me if you're having issues. Usually, I will email you if you've missed a few, and I'm like, what's going on? You need help or whatever. But please take the initiative and let me know if you need help with anything. All right, course guidelines. Each week there'll be a chapter, reading assignment, and quizzes. You'll have a test quiz and an image quiz each week. There'll be discussion questions most weeks. If you have, if we have extra work or test or something, I will not have a discussion question. Those are, I think, really valuable because students often write very, very insightful things when I read over them that I don't get to hear because you're not in class. So uh, I would appreciate if you all kind of look at it as an academic class, the discussion boards, and they're usually centered around an image, and you'll have like references that you have to make to something in the chapter. So uh, I find them to be really not just blow off ways of like taking attendance, but I find them to be pretty uh, academically stimulating. All right. Let's see. There'll be two tests that combine chapters. There'll be choice-based assignments, what I said, a midterm and a final exam. All right. So the evaluation, these are the chapter tests and quizzes. Mind Tap, it's called, and I'll show you where that is. Those are 25% of your grade. That is 1/4 of your grade. These quizzes you can take, you can re-answer questions until you get them right. There is no reason not to get 100% for 25% of your grade. If you don't want that offer, that's up to you. But uh, I feel like it's good insurance if you just do your homework. All right, just and plus, the whole course is centered around the textbook. So if you've read the textbook, which is what this is testing you on, then you'll do well in everything. It'll make the tests and quizzes a lot easier. All right, so discussion board is 5%. The two chapter tests together combined are 15%, the midterm is 10%, and all other assignments are 25% collectively. The final exam is 20%. My exams, I will give you the essay question from the exam ahead of time, and those are worth a lot of points on the test. So again, I'm not trying to fail you or give you a bad grade. I want everybody to get a great grade. All right, grading system. This is just what the college has. Late work, except for the quizzes, the homework quizzes, the Mind Tap, all late work will have a full letter grade taken away per day. Um, Please turn in work early if you know that you're going to miss a deadline, like you're going out of town or you don't think you'll be able to do it or whatever. And also, the two lowest Mind Tap grades will be dropped at the end of the course. Again, that 25% is there for you to get 100. All right. Computer issues, you need to fix it. I mean, if you don't think you can take an online class, you better think about that. This you can't possibly get through this class without computer, um, a good computer. All right. This is just stuff from the course catalogs here. The Writing Center, because we do have writing assignments, I find this to be a very, very helpful tool for students. Not just my class, but for any class. They're excellent. You can make an appointment with them, and they will help you with anything as many times as you want. And I've had students use them, for a draft and then like for the final thing. My papers aren't that hard, but if you just feel like you need more confidence in your writing, they're there for you. And then these are the things from the college catalog. and then again, how you contact me here. And then if there's any other issues, you need to talk to somebody else. There's my superiors. So there's my department chair, and then Dr. James, my division chair. All right, so that's the syllabus. Get rid of that. And then our course timeline, which is subject to change. It kind of stays on track for online classes. In person, I probably get talking too much or our discussions get too heated that we push things back. But here's what to expect for a course load. You can see the week, the subject that we're covering. These are all the chapters. We go all the way to chapter 20. This is a light, we cover this lightly because it kind of overlaps with the next 115 section. But you can see there's 14 chapters you're going to be doing, and their chapter tests and quizzes, or quizzes and the two quizzes, and then discussions on weeks where we have, more work like a test. You won't have one thing like an assignment or a discussion here, right? So I spread them out: week 4 test, week 8 midterm, week 12 test. So it's really kind of paced evenly, and hopefully it's not too much work. I don't believe it is too much work. Um, so this will change if we need it to, and then I don't know where the spring break's in here somewhere too, but I don't count that as a week. All right, just let's look forward to spring break is what I'm thinking about, I guess. All right, so that is the getting started. Um, that's this module here. Congratulations, you're already done with the first module. All right, so week 1, which is what we're in now. These are the learning objectives for the chapter. I take those right out of the chapter. So this is what you will know about by the end of the week, or what you should know about. Um, and this is what you're going to do. So for Thursday at 11:59, the only thing you need to do is answer the discussion question on the discussion board, and I will show you that. So that's your first assignment for Thursday. Then for next Tuesday night, that's a long time, you're going to read chapter 1 and take the quizzes. Then you're going to respond, or by then, you're going to respond to 2 posts on the discussion board. That's your assignment for the week. So if you click here on week 1, you can see you have the the, the book. Oh, sorry, you can't do it. So you have to register for the book first. So here's what I've loaded up, but when you click it, you will sign up for the book. So um, we have the chapter one quiz, image quiz. Whoops, you have all this extra. I have to take these out. You have too many things here. Um, there are things here like flashcards. Um, or sometimes there's videos from the chapter. I make those available to you, or you can actually get them through the book too, but they're not requirements. I'll have to change this for you. So you are going to read the introduction, read chapter 1, and take the 2 quizzes for chapter 1. You're not doing the introductory quiz. Um, so that's how you're going to find all that stuff. So when you are looking for the book, um, let's see where you have it. I thought I put it there. Let's see. It should be in, where is your course materials? No. Well, there it is. Right where it should be. Sorry, I put this book in different places in different classes. All right, so ebook and mind tab. There you go. So if you have not registered before with Cengage, which is the system that runs the quizzes and the textbook, you will register. If you've already registered once, I think it will recognize you, but you might have to log in. If they ask you to buy, I don't think there's any premiums or any upgrades. It's already included in your class, so you just have to register once, and then you'll have access to. Um, the book. So this little blue thing means Cengage. That's our book, and our Mind Tap, which is where the quizzes are. All right, so you'll do that and you'll do the chapter one. And then the thing you're doing for Thursday, right here on the discussion board, this is your prompt. So I tell you here by Thursday, 11:59, read the introduction to the textbook before answering the discussion because the question is about that. As I said, your discussion questions are based on the readings or course material. So for the first discussion board, you're going to introduce yourself. You'll just say your name, and that's say you'll be typing your name, what you're studying at Coastal or what your interests are, and what year you are in at Coastal. Then, based on the reading of the introduction, you're going to answer this question: why do people make art? It's a big question with many ways to answer, um, but you should find an example from the introduction to support your answer. So, a work of art in the introduction of the textbook that you are using as a supportive thing for your answer. I'm trying to think of something I could say that won't give away an answer. So, say this is a silly answer, not a real answer. So, there's this cloud gate, the Chicago sculpture. I think it's in your introduction with a bean. It's reflective. Why do people make art? It will be my answer will be because they like to see pretty things. That's probably not an answer that you'll come up with, but I would use an object and then give an answer. So after you've answered, you'll be able to see other students' replies, unless, of course, you're the very first person. Then you won't see anything until other people respond. And then by Tuesday night, you will respond to somebody else's post in an academic way, please. If somebody puts something that you didn't think of, you could just write, "Hey, that's a great idea," or "I really appreciated um, your the piece of art that you chose. I've always loved that." Something like that. It can be a personal response. Um, it should not be a corrective response. You're not there to correct the answers. That's my job. It should be like, well, that's not a valid reason, or so. The discussion board should be academic, but it should also be positive and respectful. Um, always remember that the discussion boards are academic environments, and your conduct, attitude, and language should reflect this. I do not micromanage the discussion board, but I do proctor it and respond, especially if you have made a project that I love. I like to add in my positive remarks as well, but I'm not really part of the discussion board. This is really in lieu of having, a classroom setting. And I will let you know if I feel like there's an issue with that. All right. So again, welcome. Your first assignments are on week one. This is what you'll be doing. I'm going to edit all those extra things off your week one. When I click that looked awful. And feel free to go back and read over the syllabus and all that stuff. And of course, and I mean this, email me if you have any questions. I am here for you. Just because you're online does not mean you do not have an instructor. All right. Thank you.